Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear listening into another Gamer's Thoughts discussion from me. And this time, now, this is just something I noticed when I was perusing the available games to be played on xCloud through the streaming service for Game Pass, Ultimate, and Xbox and stuff. But what I see is that none of the games that you actually own are available to be streamed on the cloud. Now, unless you actually own the games and it's on Game Pass, then it's available to be streamed. But if you just own it and it's not on the service, it's not available to stream. Which, I guess okay, like they do have to get permissions and stuff from certain companies to put their games on there, but I doubt that there's very many companies that are like, nah, you can't at all put our games in there to stream them. I doubt that there's very many companies saying no to that. So my thing is, why hasn't Microsoft made it available for you to stream the games that you own? And I don't mean like the disc versions of games that you own. I mean stuff that you own digitally on your Microsoft account, on your Xbox account. Shouldn't you have access to that stuff through xCloud as well? Or maybe it's just because they're still in the beta phase of it and they're still testing things out that it's not there. But I'm just kind of curious, is that going to be there eventually? Because maybe I just don't have enough space on my Xbox One or my Series S or X, and I just want to play one of my older games off of my account. So why wouldn't that option be available? That's something that I'm hoping that they're considering. Is just looking at it, I was like, man, I really noticed that there's nothing that I actually own there. I mean, I think maybe some of the games with gold stuff is on there. I'd have to look through it again to be sure. But it's pretty much the majority of it is just stuff that's on Game Pass that got approved for cloud streaming for Microsoft's service. Which actually the majority of those are games that you can stream on other services, like on Luna or Stadia. So I was just sitting there like, that's an interesting thing to have to think about. And I have a bunch of games on my account that are Xbox 360 games, and a few of them that are OG Xbox games that I purchased for my account. So that's why I was sitting here so wondering about that. I was like, I don't see anything that I actually own in this list outside of stuff that was already on Game Pass. Like, and if I owned it before it was on Game Pass, it's not going to make much of a difference to me. But it's just one of those things I was thinking about. And I do hope that going forward, like once they have xCloud out of its beta phase and everything's finalized, that's one of the things that they do implement. Oh, you own this game on your consoles digitally? Well, we'll give it to you to play on the cloud for your PC, mobile, and on your console. I just think that makes a lot of sense. It was just something that kind of stuck out to me. I'm not saying it as any sort of knock against Microsoft. I'm just saying it's something that I noticed and I'm kind of wondering about. Now, the part of me that's sitting here thinking about it, I'm pretty sure they're planning to say, hey, every game that you own is now going to be available for you to play on the cloud, whether or not it's a part of Game Pass. Because I do think they're going to have an option for you to play for cloud streaming separate of Game Pass and separate of Xbox Live Gold. At least that's what would make sense. Unless they're just going to wrap it up in like Xbox Live Gold well, you have a membership, you automatically have this. But I would think that if they're just trying to, like, you know, have people purchase the streaming service, they'll probably have it available for like $5. Like $5 a month or something. Again, I'm just kind of curious about it, and I was just thinking. So I don't know for sure. I'm not certain that they won't do it. It was just, again, something that stuck out to me, and I was sitting here like, that's odd. But when you start to reason about it, it's like, okay, maybe it's just because they're still testing and they're still collecting data. They want to be sure that they can make it as easy and as seamless as possible, which would make sense to me. So I guess I'm talking myself around in circles right now, but somebody's got to understand exactly what I mean. But I don't want to drag this on too much longer, because this was meant to just be a quick subject. Maybe get people thinking and see if Microsoft does do as I'm thinking that they're going to do. Like what happened when I said that play anywhere is a lie because you can't play anywhere, and now they've kind of rectified that. I still remember that. I said that, and then that announcement happened 2 months later. I was like, man. I know they're not listening directly to me, but it's just funny how that happens. But anyway, thank you guys very much for listening in. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games and peace out, everybody.